Hello there, welcome back to my channel. It is the day after my last vlog, so Wednesday, June 12th, and I get to go to my school today. I am getting a more formal tour. I've seen parts of the school back when I was volunteering there, but at the time I had no idea I would be working there. So I'll get to see some more parts of the school. I'm gonna inquire about seeing my classroom. I have no idea if they even know what room I'm gonna be in, if it's open, if there's an ability for me to see it. We're gonna find out together. But first, let me show you what I'm bringing with me. The first thing I'm bringing is a list of questions. Now, I am meeting with my team teachers next week at Chewy's. I'm excited, and a lot of the questions I will be able to get clarification from them. However, I do have a few questions that I want to inquire about today, so let me show you how I'm organizing those. I previously mentioned that I have this freebie of questions to ask your school. So if you get hired at a new school, new district, there is an editable Google Docs template, but it also includes a printable version. Now, this is meant to be a starting place. You can obviously get rid of questions you don't need. You can add in additional questions, but I will link this for you. I use this exact template to draft the questions I have for my admin. I deleted a lot of the questions that either I don't really need to ask or just aren't relevant right now. And then I've highlighted the ones that are kind of focuses for today. So it's broken up by section. This is gonna be a big one right here. When can I begin setting up my classroom? Because I'm anxious. And then I have a note section, which I've just started to jot down some things from emails that I've gotten. So for example, we're gonna be using iReady in math, which is actually the curriculum I used when I left my last district. So that's convenient. And then at the bottom, I actually have a list of like important dates, just so I can start keeping track of those. But if you are interested in this free template, I will have it linked for you down below. The next thing I am bringing is just a little nifty gifty for my new principal, assistant principal, and the administrative assistant, just to say thank you for this opportunity. Thank you in advance for all of your help and for making me feel welcome already. Obviously, this is not a necessity, and I know what you're thinking, Michelle, you're already going down that rabbit hole of doing things that aren't necessary. However, yes, my goal with this journey back into the classroom is to have it be sustainable and to really prioritize where my time and effort goes. However, right now, because it is summer, because I have more time, I'm able to do those things that maybe aren't a necessity, but make me feel really happy. And gift giving is one of my love languages. I'm gonna be completely honest.
This is an amazing gift because it comes with bonus gifts.
It makes me happy to give someone a gift. And trust me, you're gonna see in a second, this is nothing fancy. It's just a little something. It's gonna make me feel excited to put together and to feel like I am showing up with something to be able to give. But if you've been following along, you know that my June goal is to have it be a no spend month. That means outside of my normal bills, gas, groceries, I'm not spending any money. So I had to get creative, go digging through my stuff and find some type of nifty gifty to throw together. Here's what I came up with. I had these packs of sticky notes in various colors, unopened, and then I also had some pens. They are the Papermate Inkjoy pens, and my thought was I can pair the color pen with the sticky notes and then just attach a little tag. So I made these up on Canva. It says, "Thank you for making me feel right at home already." I will link the Canva template link for these down in the description box. That way you can go in and edit them and use them if you want to. I don't have the time to add it as a formal freebie to my TPT store and website, but if you want to go ahead and grab the tags and edit them on your own Canva account, I will have those linked for you in the description box. So I just made these up last night while I was sitting on the couch, printed them out. I wrote a little message on the back, and then I'm gonna attach them with this, is this twine? I think this is twine. I found it in my craft drawer. So that is the plan. And just a few minutes later, we have a finished product. Honestly, I could have finished faster if I was better at tying bows, but obviously you could pair this with a notebook, a notepad, pen, pencils, sticky notes, anything related to writing. But the tag link will be in the description box. They are editable. Go in, customize them. You could even type the message on the back and print it double-sided. I opted to handwrite the message on the back just to make it a little bit more personal. All right, I just went downstairs, grabbed just a basic tote bag. Ew, the back of it's kind of gross. Oh well, that side will be up against me, no one will know. I printed off the questions to ask. I'm gonna fold this up. I'm also trying to clean as I go because if you saw my last vlog, I just cleaned up my office, and while there is still a little bit of a mess as I start collecting things to go back to my classroom, it's much better than it was, and we're trying to keep it that way. So I'm attempting to put things away as I take them out. I'm going to stick the questions in a notebook with a pen. That way I can jot anything down as needed. Okay, we're gonna use it kind of as a bookmark. That will work. I'm also bringing a tape measure on the off chance that I do get to see my classroom. I'm gonna take lots of pictures, but I wanna be able to start measuring things because y'all know I'm a planner and I will feel much better when I know the space and can start brainstorming. So simple tape measure, and then we're just gonna put the little nifty gifties right on top. And that's all I'm bringing. I mean, literally this is just a tour of the school, so it's nothing fancy, but I have my go bag. Guess who saw her classroom? Me, the answer is me. I can't get in there until the end of July, so we've got some time to process, and I didn't measure anything because it was overwhelming and I was trying to be present in the moment, and also I didn't want to take up too much of their time as they were showing me the school. So I took pictures and video, and I'm gonna just start to brainstorm what I'm thinking, and we'll figure it out when we actually get in there. But for now, I at least have a reference point. I can start planning. I got the answers to quite a few of my questions. I got clarification on some things. For example, iReady Math is just going to be used as the diagnostic assessment, not as the curriculum. The curriculum will be Eureka, so I can start to look into that. But my main focus between now and when I can get into my classroom, when like the real stuff starts for back to school, is number one, getting my ESL certification. Technically, I can get a provisional for the first year, so I have the school year to get it, but I want to go ahead and knock it out this summer. It's going to be similar to when I was getting certified to teach in Texas. It's an exam that I have to take, which means I need to study and prepare for it. So between now and the end of July, we're going to get that done. I also will need to get TAG certified, or TAG hours. I need 30 hours. I think it's a certification. So again, I have a year to do that, but if I can knock that out ahead of time, that would be great. But primarily I need to focus on the ESL certification, and then otherwise it's just starting to wrap my brain around the new curriculum, classroom stuff, what I can get done over the summer, but all of that is to come. Right now, I'm excited, and in these moments, past Michelle, I feel like would have easily gotten overwhelmed thinking too far ahead and thinking about all the things on her list. But instead, I'm just embracing the take it one step at a time. And right now, I have things that I can work on behind the scenes. I will get to meet with my team next week, so I'll get to ask more questions, get more information, but there's no need to stress out about it.
Are you sure it's stress? Because I did poison you.
All right, we can add creating Instagram reels to the list of things I probably shouldn't be spending my time doing. The amount of time it took to set up for this and record it is just, the juice is not worth the squeeze. But I wanted a fun way to announce the grade and subjects I will be teaching next year. So I used this letter board, which Bridget got me for Christmas. You may have seen it before in the background of my videos on that shelf. It said, "Put your positive pants on." I repurposed it for this Instagram reel. So please go show that reel some love because it took way too long. Now I need to sit down edit the vlog where I announce that new job, get that posted on YouTube, as well as some other computer work. Let's just ignore the fact that I am sitting down to eat lunch at 6:34 p.m. At this point, it's basically first dinner, but we don't eat dinner until 8:30 anyway. This is just a big bowl of lettuce with G-Hue sweet chili sauce, bell pepper, onion, chicken, salt, pepper, garlic powder. Get my veggies in for the day. I just formally announced the grade level that I will be teaching, so 4th grade math and science on YouTube. I had the vlog premiere, Instagram, and my personal Facebook page because I hadn't even told friends and family members. I wanted to wait until I had gotten the email from HR, and it worked out perfectly because as soon as I had my vlog ready, I checked my email and I had the official offer from HR. And now that I have accepted it, I'm like, all right, let's post the video, let's share. But at this point, my productivity for the day is goose egg because when you do a big announcement like that and then you have people reaching out to you and you're just very scatterbrained, or at least I'm very scatterbrained. But it's fine because Billy should be home in about a half an hour. He has been at a fundraising event. He does consulting for campaigns on the side of his typical job, and he had a fundraising event tonight. And usually I would be at the gym right around now, but I went first thing this morning because I knew it would be a busy day. So I'm gonna dig into my lunch, prep dinner, dinner number 2, and tomorrow, I've got some fun things happening that I'm excited to share with you. It is now Thursday, June 13th, which means it's book club day for my book, First Class Teaching, 10 Lessons You Don't Learn in College. I hosted this book club last summer. I'm doing it again this summer. The plan is to keep hosting it each summer until no one signs up anymore. But it's free to join. It's just a Facebook group, and then you need a copy of the book. But everything else is provided for you. If you join in the Facebook group, there are 3 different events, so 3 meetings. Today is the first one. The second meeting is June 27th, and the last meeting is July 11th. So if you haven't joined yet, and you still want to, you can. This first meeting is gonna be very casual. I am just going to introduce myself, say hello, set expectations for the book club, and then I'm gonna read aloud the introduction from my book, and we're gonna kind of discuss that. But there's a free discussion guide. So once you join in the group, you will be able to download this as a PDF, and you've got an overview of the book, a little bit about me. For each chapter, so including the introduction, there are questions, and then a spot for you to take notes, and then also homework if you want to use that as a guide. And then there are some helpful links as well. So you have access to this digitally as a PDF, or you can print it. So I actually printed a copy just so I can easily have it in front of me. But even though by the time you're seeing this, we'll have already had the first meeting all about the introduction, you can still join in. First of all, the recordings will be available in a Google Drive folder. So within the Facebook group, you'll see that will be linked. You can go in, rewatch the first meeting, and then join us for the next 2 meetings. But if you are interested in the book, I will link that for you in the description box. If you are interested in the book club, I will link that as well. It is through a Facebook group, but then our meetings are through Zoom. Now I know not everyone loves the walk-in chats. So if it bothers you to see me bopping around while talking, then just listen to this part. You don't have to watch the screen, but ultimately getting in movement is important to me and my health, and I have to fit it in where I can. So I'm gonna do what's best for me, you do what's best for you. All will be well in the world. This morning, I woke up around 5 a.m. Couldn't fall back asleep. For me, that's rather early. So I tried to utilize that time while I was just laying there to start brainstorming classroom layout organization ideas, which I know you haven't seen my classroom yet. So here is a sneak peek picture, more to come. However, I thought about doing what I'm gonna call a classroom planning vlog where I sit down and almost map out where I'm thinking of placing items in my classroom and how I'm thinking of organizing things. Let me know if you would be interested in that, or if you don't care, you won't hurt my feelings, just let me know either way. But I would want to do that within my digital planner. And so I need to set up my digital planner first. And again, I'm thinking of doing a video where I kind of show you like the nuts and bolts of how I get it set up before I have my class list, before I start actually planning just the general setup of the digital planner. So leave a comment down below. Let me know, are you interested in both of those videos? The other thing I started doing is just brainstorming a list of things I know I'm going to need to purchase for my classroom. That being said, I do not want to spend a lot of money. So I also thought about doing a whole budgeting video for a classroom, so let me know if that's of interest for you. I haven't really set a budget yet. I need to look at my finances, figure out what's going to work. But currently, because June is a no spend month, buying anything is off the table. And honestly, I think it's better to wait until I really get into the space. But I did start a list. So on my Google Tasks, I actually have a need to buy list where I just list things that either when I need to get free shipping on Amazon or when I have extra money, I can go on and purchase that are not a necessity, like they can wait, but it keeps it out of my brain and has it down somewhere. So a couple of things I did put on that list just thus far. A new teacher bag. I don't think I have the one that I used last, plus it probably isn't in great condition anyway. I'm thinking book bag. I feel like book bag works well for me. I also put on the list new jeans, because I am going to be allowed to wear jeans at my new school. There are kind of assigned t-shirts to pair with jeans each day of the week, but I don't have that many pairs of jeans, and a lot of the ones I have holes in them, which obviously I would not wear to school.
Who dry cleans jeans?
So I will need to get some new jeans, and that's something I'll just kind of keep an eye out for when I can hopefully grab them on sale. If you have any recommendations, I typically wear Levi's, but if you have a certain type of jean that you have found that you love, let me know. I also love Born Primitive jeans, but they're rather expensive. So if I'm gonna stock up, those may not be the way to go. Then I did also start an Amazon wish list for my classroom. Now, most likely I will have my Amazon wish list that I would share with others. So things that will really be for my students more than anything else. But then I also will have just like my personal wish list of items that are more so things for me that aren't a necessity for my classroom that maybe I just want. I don't feel right having other people pay for that. But my plan is to utilize gift cards, which I shared about the Fetch app before. Again, not sponsored. I've never worked with Fetch. It's just an app that I love. It's a free app. All you do is scan a receipt, and it can be a receipt from anywhere. Gas station, grocery store, restaurant, doesn't matter, and you get points for it. And then they run deals where certain items will get you bonus points. If you refer people, you get bonus points. And then you use those points and cash them in on gift cards. So I plan to use some of my points in order to get some Amazon gift cards to help buy stuff that I may end up needing for my classroom. So if you have not joined Fetch, and you want to help me get points that I can then put toward my classroom, that would be great. Again, it's completely free. I will put a QR code on the screen that you can scan. I will link it in the description box. But if you want to just type in my referral code, it is TJFFDR. And when you sign up under that code, you get some bonus points to start, and then I get some as well. But as I was scrolling through Amazon, just starting to wrap my brain around things that I might need, I remembered that I got rid of, at least I'm like 99% sure I got rid of my math kind of reference posters that I had up in my classroom, like the multiplication chart, things like that. So those are items I will need to repurchase. Most likely I can put those on my like classroom wish list that I'll share the link for, but I came across a brand that I guess I had never heard of before. It's called Sprout Brite. But I was scrolling through and they have beautiful reference posters. They're kind of organized by category, but I really love, especially the math ones. They're very simple, clean, white with pops of color. So I put quite a few of those on there, and I like that you can get them either plain or pre-laminated. Now, my school does have a laminator, but it might be nice to have them already like laminated and ready to go. So if you are interested in any of those, I will link them for you down below. You can check them out. They've got multiple subjects areas, so not just math, but I feel good that I've at least started the process of just slowly thinking of the things that I will need to do and buy so that I can really find the best prices, utilize gift cards, try to save as much money as possible, because that is the season of life I am in right now. Pivoting away from teaching for a quick moment to share yet another Goodles combination that I'm throwing together for dinner tonight. So again, Goodles are just boxes of mac and cheese mix, but they have really fun flavors, and it's a little bit higher in protein and fiber than a traditional mac and cheese. You can find them at Target, Walmart. I get mine at H-E-B, our local grocery store. But tonight is the Here Comes truffle flavor, which is creamy truffle flavored cheddar and shells. But to zhuzh it up, because again, a box of mac and cheese is not gonna cut it for Billy and I'm going to add in some chicken pieces, which I'm gonna season with the umami seasoning that I got from Trader Joe's. It has kind of a savory mushroom flavor, so that'll pair well with the truffle. I also have just some whole white mushrooms that I'm gonna dice up and some broccoli. So I will cook the Goodles, cook the chicken, cook the broccoli and mushrooms together, and then throw it all together in a pan. Now, of course, to save time, you could buy pre-cut broccoli, pre-cut mushrooms, or even buy frozen. There's nothing wrong with frozen veggies. If it saves time, saves money, all is good. I got the broccoli and mushrooms from Aldi because they were cheap and on sale this week. And again, that is the theme of the month. But that's gonna be it for this vlog. If you want more details on what all happened this week, including the days when I wasn't vlogging, go listen to the podcast episode. So on Teaching to the Top, Bridget and I every now and then record what we call Week in the Life episodes, where we do a morning check-in and an evening check-in each day and just kind of share our intentions for the day, what ended up happening, how we managed our time, tried to get stuff done. But I recorded a Week in the Life episode for the podcast this week as well. So I will link that for you in the description box. You can listen to Teaching to the Top anywhere you listen to podcasts, so Apple Podcasts, Spotify. It's also on our website, Teaching on the Double. Digital planners are also on there. As I mentioned, I will have a digital planning vlog coming, unless in the comments y'all are like, no, we don't want that. But otherwise, I will plan on having that vlog go up soon. This weekend is Father's Day, so I'm gonna head to my parents, spend some time with them. And then next week, I'm gonna be getting ready for ISTE because I leave for that on Sunday of next week. And checking off some other little things. I might start looking into that ESL certification. I am going to be recording some podcasts with Bridget. I'm gonna be meeting my team teachers, and I will take you along with me whenever it makes sense. But if you enjoyed this video and you were excited because you got to see a sneak peek of my classroom, I'm very excited. Give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell, because again, you never know when I'm gonna be dropping vlogs. They're just gonna pew, pew, be dropped randomly. But as always, thank you for watching. I love you so much. Don't forget to put your positive pants on. I did fix my letterboard, by the way. It's back to normal. And I will catch you in the next one.